Hello everyone, welcome to 𝗼𝗵𝗺. We are discussing the CVS and blood infections, and now it is the time to understand about the rickettsial infection. I am your microbiology mentor, Dr. 𝗵𝗺. Please understand about the different diseases, the different agents and different vectors causing the rickettsial diseases, because once in your medical career, you are definitely going to come across one or two rickettsia cases, 110%. My dear friends, first of all is epidemic typhus, that is caused by 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗿𝗺. Then you have got endemic typhus, that is caused by Rickettsial typhi. So remember, epidemic has the letter P in it, and this P is P. So epidemic typhus is caused by 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗺, whereas endemic typhus is caused by Rickettsia typhi. Then comes the scrub typhus, and the scrub typhus is caused by 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗺. The scrub typhus is caused by 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗺. Remember, how to remember? Susuga has two S, and this one is starting from S. Scrub typhus by 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗺. Rocky spotted mountain fever by 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Rickettsiakari. Now see here, this is also having R, but R is not alone, this is Ri, okay. So that's why it is being formed by being caused by Rickettsiakari, which is itself having R and I. India, in love with corona, Rickettsia coronary, okay, just to remember. Trench fever is Bartonella. So remember, Bartonella trench fever, okay. So trench and Bartonella, very important. See here, TR is here, RT is here, okay. Bartonella, and Q fever is by Coxiella burnotii. Remember, Coxiella burnotii. Always teacher asks questions from which children? Naughty children, okay. So Coxiella burnotii, questions from here. Now vector. So I have got a mnemonic, yes, see here. In order to remember louse, you have a mnemonic TEL, so TEL, and SRM is a mnemonic for mite, and RIT is a mnemonic for ticks. So RIT is a mnemonic for ticks, means Rickettsia rickettsii, Rickettsia rickettsii. I for Indian tick typhus, and T for tick itself. Next comes SRM. So S for scrub typhus. See, mite, and then rickettsial pox. M for mite, and the third one is TEL. So T for typhus, but which typhus? E वाला, उसमें भी ज़्यादा याद रखो, epidemic typhus, okay. And I know it is difficult to remember which one, so remember epidemic, epi, P for per, and L for Luthra. L is important because L is having louse, okay. So definitely louse is with the epidemic typhus, okay. Then, okay, this T is for trench fever, see here, trench fever, and then E for epidemic typhus and L for louse, okay. So only one which is left is the endemic fever. Endemic fever. So rat, okay, rat is going to end. Rat is end, okay. So end means what? Endemic typhus. Which typhus? Endemic typhus. Now general feature of all the Rickettsia are obligate intracellular, just like chlamydia, just like the viruses, Ricketsias are also. So chlamydia, Rickettsial, okay, both of them are what? Both of them are obligate intracellular, just like CRs, you know, CRs of your college, they must be intracellular. Coming on to the next part, infects the vascular endothelium. So rashes are very common, okay. So in Rickettsia, the rashes are very common. Why? So R for Rickettsia, R for rash, because they are going to infect the vascular endothelium. They are definitely diagnosed with the help of ELISA, PCR, 𝗵𝗵 stain, okay, ELISA, PCR and 𝗵𝗵 stain, and the treatment is doxycycline, okay. The treatment is going to be doxycycline. Doxycycline is very, very, very important, okay. So you have to remember that you are becoming a doctor. D for doxycycline, R for Rickettsia. From a medical college. So medical college, mycoplasma and chlamydia. In all these cases, you are supposed to give doxycycline only. Okay, clear? Coming on to 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗵 reaction. This is very important. 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 reaction. So what is 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 reaction? It is a cross reaction between the rickettsial antigen and the proteus antigen. So you have got Rickettsia, you have got proteus. So there is a cross reaction between the rickettsial antigen and the proteus antigen. How? Let us see. See, Proteus mirabilis is also organism, and Proteus has 𝗲19, 𝗲2 and 𝗲K stains. Okay. So the antigen belongs to, like 𝗲19 belongs to Proteus vulgaris, 𝗲2 also belongs to Proteus vulgaris, and 𝗲K belongs to Proteus mirabilis. Okay. So 𝗲19, please understand, 𝗲19 is able to detect the Typhus group, the Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Indian tick typhus. Similarly, 𝗲2 and 𝗲K is there for the scrub typhus. So what is happening? Please understand very carefully. So antibodies, okay, I'll write here, the antibody against Proteus. There are some antibodies which are formed against the Proteus. They are going to react with Rickettsia. Okay, they are going to react with Rickettsia. This is called as which reaction? This is called as 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 reaction. Okay, this is called as which reaction? 𝗲𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 reaction. Okay, so what happens is 𝗲19 and 𝗲2 against the Proteus vulgaris is able to react against the Rickettsial group, which is causing the typhus and the 𝗵𝗵𝗵 and the Indian tick typhus. So it can be, okay, it can be used. What you do, you take out the Proteus vulgaris antigen, 𝗲19 and 𝗲2, okay, and then it is going to cross react with the typhus. I mean, it is going to cross react with Rickettsia, and then you will be able to understand that, okay, rickettsial infection is present. Okay, so let's have this example. For example, this is a Typhus group. I told you that Typhus group is going to cross react with 𝗲19 and 𝗲2, but it is not going to cross react with 𝗲K. If 𝗲19 and 𝗲2 are going to show the reaction, but 𝗲K is not, there is a high possibility that either it can be typhus or 𝗵𝗵𝗵 or Indian tick typhus. Okay, but in case of scrub typhus, it is not the case, because in scrub typhus 𝗲K will be positive, rest everything is going to be negative. Okay, rest everything is going to be negative, right? This is also positive, this is also positive, right? Then people come and say, sir, how can you differentiate between the 1, 2, 3 and 4? So my dear friends, please understand, in Typhus group 𝗲19 is highly reactive, whereas in 𝗵𝗵𝗵 and Indian tick typhus 𝗲2 is highly reactive. Okay, so this is how we differentiate. By the way, in the end, the treatment which you have to start is doxycycline only, irrespective of the cases. These are some pictures. If you can see, I will, I have given you these pictures, but before going to the pictures directly, let us understand what I am trying to tell you. So the important thing is pediculosis, that is transmitted by the louse. This is a picture of a louse. Okay, so what is important for you, I am going to write it only. This is a picture of a body louse, okay, and the disease which it is causing is called as pediculosis. Okay, coming on to the second part. The second part is, yes, tick only. Okay, responsible for causing the Lyme's disease. Okay, ioxidid बोलते हैं, ioxidid tick responsible for causing babesiosis and Lyme's disease. So see here, this is ioxidid tick responsible for causing babesia. These are not rickettsial infection, but just image based questions they are fond of asking. So I am telling you, the Lyme's disease or the borreliosis, it being caused by the this ioxidid tick. Okay. Coming on to next one, the bed bugs are very important, bed bugs, okay, but just you should know that there is the image is not very specific for that, so I am not going to teach you. Coming on to the head louse, yes, this is important. The head louse is responsible for causing the epidemic typhus, 𝗖𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗺, trench fever, right, and then trench fever and relapsing fever. These things you have to remember, trench fever and the relapsing fever, these are being caused by the louse only. And the mnemonic for louse, if you remember, that was, yeah, so just a second, I have told you the mnemonic, right? Yeah, I have told you the mnemonic. So 𝗏 is the mnemonic, right? This is the, where is the body louse? Yeah, this is the body louse, okay, responsible for causing the TRL. So T for trench fever, yes, R for RMSF and L for body louse. Okay, you got it. T for trench also, you can say typhus also, yes, and R is for relapsing fever, okay, and then L is for body louse. Okay. Coming on to itch mite, yes, this is important, responsible for causing scabies, although not important as in not for your rickettsial infections, but yeah, scabies is also an important image based question, right? Coming on to next one, hard tick, yes, important. Hard tick is responsible for causing rocky spotted mountain fever and tularemia, okay. Hard tick is important, and after scabies, I think I have told you scabies, yeah. So see here, this one, okay, this is a hard tick. Especially if you see these kind of patterns, no, these patterns, this brown and orange patterns, this is hard tick responsible for causing the rocky spotted mountain fever and even the tularemia as well, okay. These are important. Although PSM people deal with this in a greater detail, still I am just trying to tell you. Then comes the human body louse, okay, human body louse or head louse causing epidemic, okay, all these things we have discussed. And yeah, then you have got onchocerciasis, black fly, this is important. So I think just look at the picture of black fly, this is the simulum fly or the black fly, simulum fly or the black fly, which is responsible for causing onchocerciasis. Okay, so this is all about the rickettsial infection, and thank you. And one important piece of advice, especially for the boys living in the boys hostel, please don't share each other's towels, because if one will be having scabies, the other can, okay, okay. Now boys will say definitely this is for us, because girls don't prefer to bath too often. Yeah, chaliye. Thank you so much for joining in, and we will see you in the next session. Thank you.